Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
What's up YouTube, it's NG, the Neon X, and I'm back. And I know this might seem to have come out of nowhere, but today is time for not a review of the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro. Now, I swear to you, I've had these since the day they were announced. They announced it, I put in my order. They're pretty much here, the next day or the day after, but the day they came out, they arrived at my home. And I've been using them on and off, well, not even on and off, I've been using them pretty much ever since. Now, I know I normally go for the unboxing and then the experience, and a bit later I do my, not a review, because I don't do reviews, but for some reason, and I can't even begin to explain it, all of the camera roll or the B-roll and the video and everything that I took pertaining to these earbuds got corrupted in a file transfer from my phone to my laptop. But that does not mean I don't still carry the experience of using these wonderful earbuds within me. So this, not a review, is going to be just that, not a review, and the overall unboxing and experience of using Samsung's newest high-end earbuds. Here's just a quick unboxing of the device before we get into what it's like to actually use the device. So here's the box, Galaxy Buds Pro by Samsung. Nothing out of the ordinary with the packaging at all. Exactly what you would expect to see from a pair of their earbuds. In the box itself, we have the paperwork in the top portion of the box there. No need to get into that. I'm not going to read it. You probably won't either. Here we have the charging cable, as well as some extra tips in the case right here, so you can get that perfect fit, because the seal is very important when it comes to the noise canceling of any type of earbud or headphone. Now here is the Samsung Buds Pro themselves. Here's their case. The case is pretty much identical to the case of the Buds Live, or the Beans as I like to call them, except for the Beans are way more shiny, and it has more of a matte finish, I guess, to go with the S21 Ultra, which also has a type of matte finish. Also, when you compare them, this is a little bit, I don't know if it's bigger, but it looks a little bit bigger to me, slightly so. Maybe just how the light reflects off of it. But yeah, pretty much the same case as the Galaxy Buds Live. It looks a lot like a little makeup kit. When you open them, there they are, the Galaxy Buds Live. These do come in black. They come in a purple color. I think there's like a white, I think. The only ones that are interest me were the purple, but when these first came out 2 or so weeks ago, maybe a little bit more, the purple wasn't available, and I was very excited to try them, so I just got the black. But I will have the purple soon enough. But that's pretty much it for the quick unboxing. Here is the case. Here are the earbuds in the case. Here is the box. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of the device. Okay, for the purpose of this, not a review, we are going to use the Galaxy Folds. Still one of my favorite devices that I own. I love what it represents for the future of mobile devices, the foldable screen, everything that it has. This would be the ideal device to use these next level earbuds with. Now, let's open the device. real quick. Unlock. Of course, we have the Mandalorian there. Great show if you haven't seen it. And of course, the background looks beautiful on this amazing unfolded screen of the Galaxy Fold. Now, when you open up the earbuds, there you go. It says connect, and just like that, you have the quick connect of the device. You see the volume, you see the power, and everything is there as it should be. Now, the earbuds do come with a very nice app which you can use to get into all of the that's on my live an update. Nice. Oh, that's right, they did say there was an update to even further improve the noise canceling. So that there by itself means that what I'm saying now about the noise canceling won't be particularly correct, because they just improve them. But I will tell you what I know, and hell, I'll even do a live trial of the new noise canceling just so we can see what it's like. So here are the buds themselves. Quite nice, nice little shape to it, nice little shine. Particularly, I like the shape of the Buds Live more so, but these do offer a lot for what you get. They don't fit as well in the ear as the Buds Live. You know, the Buds Live have that weird bean shape that contours to the interior of your ear. These just kind of plug in. These kind of just fit into your ear, like most earbuds do. You plug them in, and you can just swipe on the outside to get your touch controls to control the audio, the ANC, and everything else. The fit isn't as good as the Live, like I did say. The Live and their bean shape really contours to the interior of your ear, but these fit well enough. Well, these should fit well enough for most people. For me particularly, like I said before, my right ear my inner right ear, I should say, is just shaped weird. So even these, as nice and much as I like them, the right bud just does not fit as tight as I would like it to, and tends to slip way more easily than the left ear. Can I wear these? Most definitely. Have I worn them? Very much so. But just letting you know, if you need something that fits well in the headphone space, the Galaxy Buds Live are probably the best fitting headphones I've ever come across. Okay, so let's show you how these guys fit in the ear. Here is my right. As I've said, it goes in. You can see the surface right there. No big issue putting them in at all. One of the first things that happen when you put them in, again, there's the seal, so it starts to sound kind of iffy, and but they look good, they feel good. You can't really be upset with that. There's no issue with the touch controls, whether you want to adjust the volume or change tracks or press to hold, all depending on what you have the touch surface actually set to. Well, now that they're in, you can see how they fit. We'll do a quick overview of the app itself. So one of the features here that makes this the Samsung Buds Pro is this selling point right here. If you take a look right here, it says voice detect. When I press this button, watch the bar. As I begin to talk, the bar just moved. It automatically turned on the ambient sound. So to me, everything is clear. Doing a quick convert, and it just turned off and turned back on. So during a quick conversation, if you have your music playing, this will automatically adjust to or change to the ambient sound mode, so you can probably hear what the other person is saying to you. Now, as you can see, it lasts for so long. I have it set for 5 seconds. But if you pause any at all, it will jump back until it detects you talking again, and then it'll jump back forward to the ambient sound. Now that's one of the issues that I particularly had with it. I don't know if it's because of my speech impediment, if it's the way the right one is in my ear, but as I understood it, it was supposed to stay in the ambient mode until your conversation was finished. Not depending on the timer that I have set, but based on what I've seen it do and how it has reacted to me, as you can see, it going back and forth as I talk. I don't think it's getting my jaw detection properly. If I go into this and maybe switch it to 15 and go back, that is supposed to indicate that after 15 seconds of these things not detecting my jaw movement to know that I'm in a conversation, it should switch back to the off mode. But as it stands now, it's in the ambient mode. So I should be able to talk to you for 15 seconds straight without it stopping at all. And as you can see, it's doing that. But I don't know if it's supposed to be with the timing of it or as long as I'm talking, period. Because if that's the case, it's never properly worked for me. So if it's just a quick trip to the store to tell something real quick, it does work. It does turn on once you begin to talk, once it hears you going. It should kick in anytime soon. But it's not a perfect execution of how it works. It does work, as you can see, but it doesn't always detect as soon as the conversation begins, and it doesn't always detect when the conversation is over, turning off, as you can see, during the conversation. And it works pretty well for others, so they say. For me, it works well enough. I know that it works, and I'm happy with that. I wish it was more consistent, but maybe with an update, or again, maybe it's just how it fits in my ear, that it just doesn't work as it should with that particular.
Where are the headphones?
What headphones, Zoe?
The ones that I said that we use to that I said that I can use to hear and see them.
My daughter just came in and interrupted my little video, and throughout our little conversation, it did stay in the ambient mode. So it is a feature that works more or less when it is supposed to work. Not as consistent as I would like, but I can't say it's not something that makes these earbuds stand out. If you're someone who's out and about during the pandemic and you want it easier to switch to hearing your surroundings, going to a quick conversation with someone at the deli, at the bus stop, whatever the case might be, without having to go and adjust something on the bud itself, these do work, and it might work better for you than it does for me. Oh, wow. Make sure you cover the mic. It can cause high feedback. I've never turned it up to high, but the feedback might just mess with your ears. Yeah, but you can adjust the level of ambient sound, because these things can really turn up the exterior mic to let more audio in. You actually hear better with these in than with these out. You can hear much further. I assume akin to what a hearing aid is like a lot of these things can do. You are able to block the touches of the buds in case you're working and you don't want any swipes, or maybe even you're here or you're at or anything. Certain things can interact with the surface of your buds and cause an unexpected touch. So you can turn off the touch completely. You're able to adjust exactly what each touch does, whether it hold to adjust the volume, to open your Spotify app, adjust the A and C, things like that. Pretty standard as far as at least the Galaxy line of earbuds go. You can adjust the Equalizer. You have your normal, bass, soft, dynamic, clear, and treble. I like mine on the dynamic for most things, but every now and then I go in and I mess around with it, depending on what I'm trying to hear. And then you have Find My Buds. Here you have Labs. It is supposedly makes the connection between the buds while you gain that much better, so there's no lag. They won't fall out for a much better gaming experience. Personally, I don't hear the difference whether I have this on or off. I have tried with a few of my mobile games. I've just never had an issue with any crazy lag while I play. Maybe I'm just one of the fortunate ones. And then you have you find my earbuds tips and tricks about things along those lines. When you find your buds, if one is, let's say, behind your bed, behind your dresser, they will, when you press that here, they will begin to beep, and you just follow the beep, and that's the beep that it makes when you try to find the buds. On the device, you can select which bud you are trying to find, and you simply press it, and you get this annoying little beep. It gets louder over time, and it helps direct you to where the buds are. Now I just press stop, and that whole annoying beep is gone. So as far as the buds themselves go, the most standout feature I would say is the automatic ambient voice, or whatever they call that particular application, where the buds just go into their ambient mode so you can talk. It's very handy, especially when it works. But it works well enough that I can actually say, you know what, that is a very good feature to have on a pair of buds, and I can see why they would call it pro because of that. Now, the other thing that the buds do have is the noise canceling. Now, that works very well. I would say it's probably the best noise canceling I've heard. No, that's it. I would say it's right under the AirPods Pro. I heard those, and those did sound they sounded really good. The Buds Live, they do a pretty good job, I can't argue, but it's not the same type of noise canceling at all. It's the active noise canceling, where it actually sends out a I guess reverse signal to what is coming in, try to cancel out that noise to keep everything as quiet as it possibly can, and it does a very good job with it. I only have one other pair of noise canceling earbuds to compare it to, and those are the Sony WF-1000 XM3s, I think they're called, and those sound good too. To me, the noise canceling wasn't anything to write home about with those, but I did hear a difference, and I can say that these cancel out noise better than those. The only thing that I can say probably did a better job was the AirPods Pro, not by much, but from what I remember of it, because I don't actually own a pair anymore, they did sound, or they did keep out more of the background noise than these did. Again, it might be the fit, it might be my ear, but I do remember those doing a somewhat better job in comparison to these. As far as the audio goes, they do sound very good. Are they the best sounding earbuds out there? No. But are they comparable to high-end earbuds? Yes, very much so. As I said before, I do have the Buds Live, I do have the first version of the earbuds, I have the Pixel Buds, I have a few. And those, I won't say these sound the best of them. They are definitely up there. I mean, I guess what you hear is completely subjective. What you might like to hear and how you hear might be different from how I like to hear and how I adjust and all of that. But to me, these are definitely up there with some of the better sounding earbuds that I have. Are they the Sennheisers? Definitely not. But do they sound better than the earbuds Live? Yes, they do. But the only reason I would prefer the earbuds Live is the fit. I mean, the fit is very important, and the earbuds Live are just some of the best fitting earbuds I've ever used. They sound good, they fit good. If they had the voice detection of the Buds Pro, I really have no issue never having these, except for the color. They do come in purple, so that's a reason by itself to have them. But these do sound really good. They fit well enough in my left ear. If only my right ear had the same interior shape, we'd have no problem whatsoever. Now, I do want to say, when you do put them in for the first time, you do hear background noise. You do hear the microphones when they turn on. You do hear that feedback in your ear. It's not loud, it's not disturbing, but it is there. So that's just something to be aware of, so you're not taken aback by, oh, what is that? What is this hiss in my ear? It's a static hiss. It's been there since day one. I don't know if they're going to release an update that could maybe change that, because none of my other earbuds have done that. But then again, none of my other earbuds had the voice detection. Maybe that's just a repercussion of having that voice detection feature in the buds. Personally, I don't know. As far as the battery life goes, they don't get as much battery life as the earbuds plus. Here, those are 11 plus hours. I never had a pair of those. Here, these are more around the 8-hour mark. I have been able to play them till they died, or just about died, and they last me most of my day. I only took them out because I was finally home and I just switched them out. I think they're down to like maybe 1-2%, and I used them that morning and I did my runs, and no, they lasted the entire day. I didn't put them back inside the charging case once just to see how long they would last. So they do have the dexterity there to get you through a full day of work or whatever you might be doing, or at least the average day. So the battery is not an issue with these at all. As far as the comfort, they are quite comfortable. Again, my only issue is the fit. They are comfortable. You are aware that they are there. They're not like the Service Buds, which just go invisible and just kind of fade away into your ear and you forget that you're wearing them. These make themselves known. They are there. You do feel that seal. You do feel that weight. But it's a comfortable fit. So again, that shouldn't be an issue. Again, I wore them all day, and I didn't experience any major ear fatigue with them at all. Not like say the Apple Earbuds Pro. Those I could barely wear at all. They just hurt. These ones, not so much, not at all. They fit okay, and they are a comfortable fit as long as they're in right. Again, it's starting to mess with my right ear. But that's really it. The Buds Pro, I really do recommend them if you're in the market for some high-end earbuds. They'll run you around $200. They're $199, $999. There are certain trade-ins, especially at the Samsung store. You can trade in an older pair of your earbuds, and they'll give you these for up to $70 off, if I remember correctly, something along there. So you could probably end up getting these for around $130, $150, depending on the buds that you actually trade in. And if it's the original Galaxy Buds, it's not a bad trade at all, especially if you happen to get them free when you got your S10 or whatever came out. Yeah, I think it was the S10 and the Note 10 that you got the original Galaxy Buds free with. So it's not a bad trade if you go for that type of offer to get these. But these are really pro level earbuds in every sense of the word. The audio quality, the features, the sound. I really have no complaints, like I said, except for how it fits me in particular, and how the voice detection doesn't always detect my voice when I want it to, or stay in that mode for the length of time I want it to. And I'm, like I said before, I'm not sure if that's a fault of mine or a fault in the design of the earbuds themselves. But with that said, This is NG, the Neon X, and the Galaxy Buds Pro. This is what I'm into.